All right, affordability. The president's proposed all these things. A limit on credit card interest rates. Stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Would kill the consumers, the credit card industry. 10% is much lower than money should be lent at. It's just nuts. Same with some of the housing things he's proposed. It's all these proposals that the president has put forth. The Wall Street Journal rounds them up today. You can put that headline up. And of course, there's three bites at this apple for the president to talk about this. Here's the headline from the Journal. In Pivot on Affordability, Trump unveils barrage of proposals to address costs. President pitches ideas to lower costs and boost spending power that could bring big changes to housing markets, the oil industry, and finance. The story is extremely kind to the president's wacky, doomed proposals. They're not only bad ideas, none of them are going to happen. So I don't know why they're trotting out all these things that are never going to happen, because it's going to just leave voters disappointed. He's given a speech today. He's got State of the Union. Between then, he's going to Davos, where they keep saying he's going to unveil his populist economic proposals. I don't know if he's going to Sister Soldier at Davos. I don't know what that's about. In any event, where are the president's policies on the economy popular? Well, we found one member of Congress, a apparent ally of the president, who is very enthusiastic about the president's wacky idea on credit cards. Let's listen to Trump ally Elizabeth Warren.
So I did this speech this morning.
This is long, but we're watching the whole thing because it's incredible.
And in the back and forth in the Q&A, I got asked about Trump's credit card proposal, putting a cap on interest rates on credit cards. And I said, look, I've been arguing for that for years. And when Donald Trump ran for president, he said that was one of the things he wanted to do. And I said, great, let's do it. And what has he done since then? Not lifted a single finger, right? And I just went on and added, he claims that he wants to reduce housing costs. But what have we heard from him? Nothing on this. So anyway, I called the facts the way I see them while I was giving this speech. And then when it was over and I'm in the car driving back over here, I get a call from Donald Trump. And so
I know it's not funny, but I just need to laugh right now.
I understand.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and I really do mean this. I'll work with anybody, and boy, this proves it. I will work with anyone to bring down costs for working families.
I'm stopping it
I
only
want to
because
see a cap on
someone just
interest
sent me a
rates
tweet that's right on point. Timothy Sandifer, vice president of the Goldwater Institute, here's his post on Twitter. He's quoting something from National Review. People say this administration is anti-trans, but the president himself is rapidly transitioning into a woman, namely Elizabeth Warren. That's funny. I hope that's not offensive to anyone. It just seems funny to me. Larry, I'll start with you. Why? I'm not Michael Deaver or Anita Dunn, but why is the president proposing all of these left-wing doomed ideas? He can't do them by executive order. They're bad ideas. Congress won't pass them. Why is he promising all this stuff that will be great on a bumper sticker, but it's not going to happen?
So, a couple things. First of all, do we think he called her Pocahontas when he called her?
Maybe pokey. You know.
Oh, is that the little love language?
It's a little love language, pokey. I don't know. Good question.
The fact that he's not going to be able to get it done is part of the reason why he's throwing it out there. This is one of those things where they throw everything against the wall to say, look, I'm doing something. When in reality, by the way, he is doing something. His policies on gas prices now, 43 states have below $3 a gallon gas. 30 states have below $2.75 a gallon. That has a ripple effect on the cost of almost everything in this country.
Larry, I've got to stop you. I agree. Yeah. Lower energy prices, good. But why are they? Why he's now proposed on two things on credit cards, three things on housing, two things on taking over corporations. Why is he proposing all these left-wing things that aren't going to help consumers?
Because it actually, first of all, makes it look like he's doing something and he's open to anything. Because you're right, he doesn't say, I feel your pain, but instead he says, well, how about this, and how about that, and how about that? And at the very least, the White House can say, we proposed this, we wanted to do it, but it didn't happen, number one. But number two, think about what we just saw from Elizabeth Warren on that podcast, where it's such a hateful podcast. It's just like unwatchable.
It is.
But they're laughing at the fact that Trump called Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren said, yeah, I'll work with him. during a weekly news cycle where there are mobs in the streets calling him a fascist and his stormtroops are murdering innocent Americans. So Elizabeth Warren is going to work with Hitler on this issue. That helps the president change the topic this week.
Agree with that.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.